Hi, I'm Marissa and this is Andy. We're with Keller Williams and we are Pine to Sand Realty Group. What that means is if nothing else, no other houses were on the market, it would take 2.5 months for all of the houses to sell that are currently on the market right now.
So let me, just so I understand this.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody just stops selling their houses, don't do that. But if everybody stopped selling their houses and we only had what was for sale currently, that would, in approximately 2.5 months, we'd have no more houses to sell?
Correct. They are selling at 97% close to what they are listed for. They're receiving, did I say that backwards?
No, I think you said it right. So in other words, what you're saying is, to make simple math here, if we had a $200,000 home and it sold for 97.7%, let's call it 98% for simple math, that means that home, once it's sold, would sell for approximately $196,000, right? 2% off would be $196,000. So it's selling for less than list price as of right now. Could mean a couple things, because that kind of, at least in my opinion, is contrary to what the first one tells us. Because the first one tells us that it's definitely a seller's market, yet why are the prices being reduced? So it leads me to believe that they may not be, many of these homes may not be priced right in the first place.
Yeah, that's all that means.
Right? Because if they were priced right, this 98% would be much higher than that. Would you agree?
I would agree.
Right. So there's
Still
more.
Pretty close.
Still pretty close. Still pretty close. So there's more that meets the eye here, people. This is just on one specific town. This is specifically on Egg Harbor Township for the month of December 2025. We're always going to be back a month. With that said, your town may look significantly different. We have the ability to look up any town. As a matter of fact, in many cases, we can even look up a specific neighborhood. So if you'd like to know what your market is doing, reach out to us. So let's talk about this next piece of information, which is the median days in RPR. By the way, what does RPR stand for?
That's your realtor's property resource.
Right. So this is where us realtors go and professionals in the industry can go to get more detailed data that's available to us. And of course, you need to know where to look also.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So 17 days. 17 days means the average time it takes a home to go from the point of going on the market live, which means everything's been submitted to the multiple listing services, and we've taken our photographs and we've done our descriptions, and it goes live for the world to see. From that moment till the time it gets under contract. Not when it gets sold, because there are two different things, but by the time it gets under contract, it's taking an average of 17 days. That's what the median sold price is. Whenever you see median sold price, that's the average value of the homes throughout Egg Harbor Township. So if your home is priced above there, you're living on a high horse. We should also mention that we're strictly doing single family homes. And to give you an example here, that $436,350 median price on sold homes in the month of December, if we were to include condos or switch to condos, that number would go down to 226.5. So we go back to single family. Again, this is strictly for a moment in time in a very specific town. Your town's going to be much different. If you have a condo and you want to know what they're doing, if you have a townhouse, you have a single family home, contact us and we'll help you through this. And it's free of charge, by the way. So let's go to this next part, median estimated property value. So why is this number of 459,180 different from this number, which is the median sold price of 436,350, and why is that significant to me?
Wait, can you actually tell me what the median sold price means?
Sure I can. Median sold price is the average price of the home sold throughout the Egg Harbor Township.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, if we had 20 homes and we took the value of every home, added it together, divided it by 20, that would give us our median sold price.
Gotcha. So then the median estimated value would be the value of the average value of the homes in the area.
Oh, I see. Right, not necessarily for sale, but
No,
whatever's in the county.
What is actually worth, what your
In
house
the
is
township.
actually worth in Egg Harbor Township. It's 459,180
Excellent.
collectively.
And this is pretty easy to decipher because there's been zero change over the last month, which shows it kind of flat, is what that would indicate. But they have a 12-month change of plus 3.9%. So the values are creeping up.
Gone up.
They have gone up. There's 25 properties for sale currently.
Which is down almost 50%, down 44.4%.
That is huge.
Which, again, is why it's a seller's market right now in Egg Harbor Township.
That is extraordinary.
Yeah.
If you have a home and you have been contemplating selling, we need it.
I mean,
we need the inventory, and we'll aggressively work for you and get you the best money we can for it. Now let's move over here to month over month, median square foot. So can you tell us exactly what that means? Because median dollars per square foot is $223.
yeah, the average of what your home is worth. So if you have a 2,500 square foot home, you will multiply that by 223 and get a rough estimate about what your home is worth.
Perfect. So if you're curious to see what the price per square foot is, and if you are shopping that way, and the average home in Egg Harbor Township sells for $223 a square foot, you can kind of do some simple math to determine what's affordable for you. That's great. In the meantime, they're still paying rent or whatever they're doing. Interest rates are dropping.
Yes, they are.
Which, by the way, and I can't say always, but in many cases, you can always refinance.
Yes.
But the value of the homes have gone up so much.
Yeah. So in all that waiting,
they spent years worth of interest in increased value in property. So what do we say?
you can marry the house and date the rate.
Say that again. Let's hear that again. I love that. Let's do that again.
You marry the house and date the rate.
Right. I love that. Marry the house and date the rate. Buy the bricks and then wait for the market. Right? So, month supply of inventory is 2.51%. We went over that earlier. We explained to you what that means. Last month changed, it went down 7%, which means there's 7% less homes on the market that are available for you to purchase. Over a 12-month change, 12 months, in the last 12 months, we're down 3.8%. There's still a shortage of homes. And they can't build them quick enough.
And then here's the other thing too. It's down 7%. Why do you think it's down 7% in December?
I don't know.
I would say because we hear it all the time. Oh, I want to wait till after the holidays. I want to wait until the spring market. But if everyone is waiting until the spring market, guess what's happening? Now it's no longer a low inventory. You're going to be placing your home on the market with everyone else that decided to wait too. So now you don't have that advantage of the serious buyers that are out now looking, because they are, to position your home in a place that it could sell quicker.
That is a fantastic point.
Yeah.
Fantastic point. Would you rather be a big fish in a small pond or a little fish in a big pond?
Mm-hmm.
And this, you just spelled it right out
Yeah.
for us. I love that.